Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the talking points from social media and we have got so much to go through. Wrestlemania is kind of here, to be honest. Thursday is the day that WWE World will open. I think we should get some Mattel figure reveals as well. Very much looking forward to those. Lots of interviews, lots of press, lots of media. Lots of rumors, lots of theories, lots of final thoughts. I mean, there's just so much. There's just so much. So really, we're dialed in to whatever is going on this weekend. So I keep getting tagged in loads of stuff that's like from the past and stuff like that. And that's normally good for a normal unseen, but this is not normal, right? We are very much locked in for WrestleMania this weekend. So with that being said, let's have a look at some of the things that have been said. Here, look, we've got Seth on this podcast. Seth Rollins speaks on the off-script promo between Charlotte and Tiffany. I really like what he said, actually. He said, "You would never set out to do this, but what happened is the best thing that could have happened." So he made it very clear. I'm not saying it was good, but what I am saying is it happened, and actually it's really added to the build. Because he was like, we're talking about it and we would not even be thinking about it had they have not done what they did, right? And I agree. I mean, I'm really looking forward to that match. So, yeah, I do agree. I think it has massively added. People are going to tune in to see if it all falls apart and, you know, if the match is going to be a disaster. Of course, it won't. You know, I'd like to think they're professional enough whereby it's never going to fall apart and they're never going to just start shoot fighting. But there's always that little element of like, could someone catch someone? Could the person take it wrong? Like it has added to it. So I am actually in agreement there. I'm really looking forward to that match. Seth said he would step into the octagon to face CM Punk. So the host was like, would you face Punk in the UFC? Seth thought about it and he was like, if I had a training camp, yes. I think he'd obviously won a lot of money as well. He said he wouldn't be interested in fighting anyone else. But this isn't happening. I mean, it's as simple as that. I know some people might get carried away thinking, oh, could they do it? TKO own WWE and UFC. But the truth is that Dana White has said many, many times that he's not interested in like celebrities getting involved or people that aren't fighters. I think he learned a big lesson as well by CM Punk being involved because CM Punk had no previous MMA fighting experience and it was a real disaster. I mean, he looks so out of place that, to be honest, I think the people that go to UFC shows, they go to see the very best fighters in the world. I don't think they're going to be interested in watching Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, so I don't see it happening. Could we do like an MMA themed thing in WWE? Obviously, we've seen the fight pit before. We saw Matt Riddle against Seth. Maybe we could do something like that in WWE, but I wouldn't get too carried away thinking we're about to see them now in UFC. Aaron, shout out to you. So WWE have been kind of showing off or counting down their top 50 WrestleMania matches. I wouldn't read too much into this. Right, I think there's probably some boomer in the headquarters that have just like picked the matches. I don't know that this was like voted on or anything like that, right? But yeah, basically Undertaker Shawn came out at 1, which I'm really surprised at. I thought they would go Brett Stone Cold because that's being inducted this year. For me personally, I would say Undertaker Shawn, but had it have been Brett Stone Cold, I would have totally understood that as well because it really is like very close between those two. Like they are the two matches that people always seem to debate as to which is the better one. So that's the order that they've gone with for now. Fast forward 5 years, it might be a different order. Rounding off the top 5, we got Rock Hogan from 18, Randy Savage, Ricky Steamboat from 3, and Rock against Stone Cold from 17. Actually, Roman Cody from last year comes in at 6. And I'm shocked that Andre Hogan is so low. That to me is so iconic. So iconic. That for that to be down at 8. Don't know, recount. That's what I'm saying. But there we go. That was the top 50. So, Aaron, thank you, my friend. Okay, Fiendish Howdy, shout out to you. So Joe Gacy has posted this on his Instagram story. 18 is the next number. So, I mean, yeah, for me, there's not really a great deal here that I'm reading into. I think it's interesting that he's posing in front of the Brutus Beefcake barbershop window. That sort of suggests that he is at WWE Worlds. Could it be a case that this is one of the sets that you could visit, maybe? Or maybe it's an old picture and he's visited it previous. Obviously, the barbershop was kind of Brutus the Barber Beefcake's talk show segment, you know, like we have Miz TV. Back in the day, we did have a barbershop, and of course, it would be Shawn Michaels throwing Marty Jannetty through the window, breaking up the Rockers tag team that was regarded as one of the greatest turns of all time, really. So, I don't know. The picture, is it an old picture? Is it a current picture? It seems to be him looking at the sets. I don't know that he's teasing anything, like by having this there, right? But 18 is the number. I don't think personally it connects to Friday. I think that's too obvious. Plus also we've had other numbers as well that surely must factor into this. I believe it's like a sequence. There's some sort of meaning behind all these different numbers, which, to be honest with you, I've not really been looking into. So I'm sure there's other places and other people that have. But I just expect to see them at either WrestleMania or just after WrestleMania. I really do expect to see them very, very soon. Because I just think that they're very unfortunate to miss out and not be on the WrestleMania show. You know, if Bo hadn't got injured, I'm sure they would have. But he picked up that injury. He got cleared around the time we were starting that European tour. As a result, I think they were pretty much locked in at that point with their plans. And so, you know, they just miss out, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean they can't make their presence felt at the show. And it certainly doesn't mean they can't make their presence felt after the show. Maybe, you know, the Raw after WrestleMania or the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Probably more likely the SmackDown. They are SmackDown stars now. They got drafted over to there, didn't they? So, yeah, just something to be aware of, right? I'm not really reading too much into it. Triple H said an incredibly talented superstar now has her first championship in WWE. Congratulations, Sol Ruca. Sol Ruca from NXT is the new Speed champion. I believe she got it off Candice LeRae. I believe it was Candice she took it from. So there we go. I believe that aired today. This was a spoiler that was in Unseen a few days ago. But NXT Sol Ruca is now the Speed champion. I feel like that's pretty big. Robbie, thank you. So Luke said, if it is confirmed true, it seems that WWE are trying to recreate the famous Plaza Hotel in Las Vegas as the stage for WrestleMania 41. So could it be that the stage is going to be like this? Certainly, we've got more images, and certainly it does feel like we've got this kind of setup, yes. I would say that it does feel like this is kind of what the stage has been based on. So, yeah, there we go. So, Luke, thank you. We'll look at those stage images in a bit. Okay, Wrestle Talk. WWE and Fanatics have announced What's Your Story podcast is going to be hosted by Stephanie McMahon. Apparently, she's going to do it with her friend as well. Someone we don't know, some female friend, right? Episodes are going to be released every other week. The first one is going to feature UFC president Dana White. It drops on April 17th. So there we go. She's already recorded, obviously, all the Stephanie's Places show that's airing. And now she's going to start doing this podcast where she's going to speak to not just wrestlers, but sports people. Hence why she's got UFC president Dana White. So, Muggsy, thank you. Okay, Seth Rollins said Rock versus Roman would be the first match he would book if he was given unlimited creative control for one night. He said, I'm sick of everyone talking about it. I just want to get it out the way. See how much you love it when you actually see it. So I don't know if there's a little bit of shade there, to be honest. I don't know if there's a bit of shade, like, let's see how much you love it when you actually have to watch it. But he would say he would book that just to get it done. So there we go, an interesting comment. I think that was from the same interview that the earlier quotes were from. Okay, we've actually got this. So I don't want to show too much, but here he is arriving. So let's go.
Yeah. Tell me, man, first WrestleMania right here. It's my workout partner, man. Y'all know it. Man, we were on social media getting it. It was locked in.
There's the hotel.
I'm missing my road partner, man. Jace. Couldn't bring him this year, WrestleMania. Crazy schedule, right?
Look at that.
Okay. Oh, damn, it's a cake. It's a cake.
It's a cake. Chocolate covered strawberry. Yeet. That room is swish.
Fire, it was yeet. So I really appreciate all this, man. It's fire.
It's nice, isn't it? That room is nice. Yeah, so this is like a whole 5 minutes. Got him on the show the other day, getting a trim and everything. So a Jey Uso vlog ahead of WrestleMania 41. That is great. That is great. So Henry, thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Oh, Triple H, man, he went off today. This will sound offensive. I wish I could just tell people, F off being a critic, be a fan. So the point he was making was, if you go to a film and watch a film that I tell you to watch, like, oh, I really loved it, and you just go in and watch it, you're going to get a different experience than if I say, oh, can you go and watch this film and give me a full-page breakdown of how you emotionally felt about it, right? If you go in with that mindset, you're going to watch the film differently than if you go in and just watch it. And he's like, I wish I could tell people to F off being critics, just be a fan. I mean, he's right. I really do agree with him, because when I was growing up, I watched just as a fan. But the problem is that you can't really go back to that. There's not like a switch that you can just switch and go back to just being a fan, you know, and just watch what you're given and that's it, and not really think about it. I mean, I think it's human nature to kind of always analyze, and a lot of people tend to watch wrestling and think, like, why have they done that, or could that be better, or so on, you know. So I don't know, some people have responded like, oh, he's really feeling the pressure, like the criticism has really got to him about the WrestleMania season, blah 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 blah, you know. So yeah, you know, it is what it is, but quite powerful words there from Triple H. He carried on as well. He said, it always makes me laugh in this day and age. So it's not just like fans that he had a go at. He also had a go at some of the old timers. He said, it always makes me laugh in this day and age that old timers will do podcasts where they're giving away everything from their generation of the business, saying how terrible it is that these kids don't kayfabe today. So let me get this straight. You're on a podcast telling everyone all the non-kayfabe stuff, and then complaining that there's no kayfabe today. Genius. So he was having a go at everyone, Matt. I think he woke up in a really bad mood. I just hope he enjoys himself. I hope he has a lovely weekend. Right, look at this. Drew McIntyre collabs with The Rock for his clothing brand with a Travis Scott song playing in the background. So You Against You, a new collection dropping. So there we go. So The Rock has got a clothing brand, is collabing with Drew on it for some reason. Don't know why. Travis Scott track in the background. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't think they're going to spoil or reveal who the third man is by, doing this. So I sort of look at this and go, well, if it is a third man, this tells me it's definitely not Drew. It's definitely not Drew, because I really don't think that they would want to spoil that here. And because, everyone is now going to just assume that it is Drew because they're doing this now, So I actually tend to think the other way then. So there we go. Interesting. I know people will be interested in that. Just like how a lot of people were interested in these comments. So here, Nick Khan said, that's something we won't do. We won't sign and bench people. We sign people who we want to use. If another entity signs and benches people now, well, that's not something we would do. So there we go. Nick Khan talking about probably the Rey Fenix situation. And maybe the Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints situation. So, AEW, obviously, when people want to go, they tend to bench them. The point has been made, though, that WWE have done this in the past as well. We were talking about this on the Evolve watch-along. Mustafa Ali wanted to leave, and, they didn't let him go. People will obviously say, yeah, but that was Vince, that wasn't TKO. But, TKO have only been in charge for a very short period of time. So it's all well and good saying, yeah, we wouldn't do that. But I don't know. Let's revisit this comment in 20 years and let's see if you have done that, shall we? So I don't know. Some of these comments I do find to be a little petty. Like this one here. Nick Khan expects a number of AEW wrestlers to jump ship to WWE. He said, in terms of the other wrestling promotional company, they have a lot of talented wrestlers, and we're happy about that. When contractually they are able to talk to and have conversations with, I assume a number of them will come over. Nothing but respect to the father who finances it and owns the Jaguars and all of those other things. I mean, that does feel like shade. It doesn't really feel like this last night line was really necessary. Nothing but respect to the father. Not Tony Khan that's running it, but to the father that finances it. And listen, loads of people watching this will be like, yeah, that's right. But I just don't engage in the war thing, honestly. I don't engage in the tribalism thing. And I kind of feel like all this is doing is giving AEW free promotion. So, do you know what I mean? I don't know that this was a good move, to be honest. It certainly was not appreciated by Ricochet. Oh, man, these guys effing suck. That coming from the official Ricochet account, quote tweeting literally what we just read. So, there we go. So, Ricochet was not impressed. So, yeah, make your own minds up on that. This is more me. Yeah, this is more what I like to see. So, Shawn Michaels said, old-timers like me often talk about that these kids don't sell anything like we did. But at the same time, I can remember people saying that to me. That is generational. I think you have to change with the times. Football, basketball, baseball, they all need to be faster than they once were to keep an audience entertained and locked in. Our business is no different. So actually, there's Sean going, me and my friends would all say that they're not doing it like we did it. But really, times change. Tastes change. People want different things. And to be honest, this has always been the case. This has always been the case. Going all the way back in the history of wrestling, the previous generation were not fans of what the next generation did. They didn't feel like they were doing it the way they were doing it. And the new generation would be, adding more moves and whatever. I mean, I remember Bruno Sammartino hating what WWE had become in the golden era, right? And that was the golden era. But he hated how cartoony and how, disrespectful it had all become. And he really hated the Attitude Era. Oh, my God. He really hated that. And so, compared to his day in the 60s, It was, and now here's Sean, like, kids today, they don't sell like we used to. And he's, but he's like, I understand that things have to move on. So, again, it's one of those, everyone's going to have their opinions on it. Yeah, these are the kind of comments that are grabbing people's attention today. Right, let's have a look, shall we, at this WWE folder. So here we've got some footage of the WrestleMania bits. So Kian, shout out to you. So here you're just seeing like all the WrestleMania advertisements dotted. This might even be an older advert, actually. I don't even know if this is a new one. It might be new. It might be new looking at it. I don't remember some of the matchups that were like shown off. But we're just seeing like all the people that have been announced. Kian's like talking about Randy, but rumors are Randy's going to have a match. So yeah, he is expected to have a match still, even though Kevin is out. So there we go. It's just giving you a glimpse of what's going on in Vegas and what it looks like in Vegas with all these WrestleMania banners around. Christopher, shout out to you. So Triple H has confirmed that Travis Scott will be at WrestleMania 41, which again had been reported previous. So we looked at this post earlier, this thing earlier. Here's the stage. So you can sort of see this bit here in that kind of a shape. So you can sort of see that could be replicating that. And it does look like people are coming out here, but those arrows are pointing to people. To give you an idea of scale, look at the size of the people. The other exciting thing is you can see this ramp is starting to really take shape. And that's because we believe vehicles, or at least a vehicle, is going to ride up and park there. I wonder if that's The Rock that's going to step out of his, truck or whatever. I don't know, kind of, but I feel like a vehicle is going to drive through there. It could be part of the entrance, of course. I remember Cena doing that, like driving into the arena for a previous WrestleMania. I think it might have been 23. And, it could be that a car comes there. And on the plans, it did say vehicles coming up this ramp here. Or a vehicle. So there we go. That's the latest image of the stage. Still don't know what these things are going to be doing. Still don't know what these are doing. If they're just staying there, I don't think so. Because they're in a weird layout if they're just staying there. So, I don't know. Right here as well, Ryder, shout out to you. It seems as if AEW, WBD brought some ad space. So, yeah, and so they should, to be honest. AEW advertising at Las Vegas airports, which, Las Vegas, all the wrestling promotions are there. So it makes sense that they would look to buy some advertising around Las Vegas. So, yeah, so they should, is my response. So, Ryder, shout out to you. Okay, breaking, exclusive, Travis Scott, Cactus Jack merch and Topps trading cards will be available at WWE Worlds. So look at these. Cactus Jack is coming to WrestleMania. This is the name of his production company, Cactus Jack. That's the logo for it. So it looks like there's going to be these trading cards available at WrestleMania 41 in that kind of old school style. Available while stocks last. They're nice, cool, old, retro, very good. You can see it's got that kind of Attitude Era vibe. Look at these as well, really good. Cactus Jack WWE. It's like a tag, isn't it? Like a dog tag. So that's going to be available as well. And I don't know what that is. Sage the Stage. There we go. I mean, there was a game called Rage in the Cage. So maybe this is the Travis Scott equivalent. Sage the Stage. Is that what that was? Is that what he was doing when he was wafting around in the background at Elimination Chamber? Was he saging away? Was he saging the stage? Right, look at these on X. Here are all the custom emojis. So, Wrestle Night, shout out to you. So, yeah, we've got a Seth Rollins, a Roman Reigns, a CM Punk, a Bianca Belair, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair, Jey Uso, and Gunther. Nothing for these ones, apparently. Oh, man, there should have been one for El Grande. There should have been one for El Grande. But there we go. Those are all of the special emojis that have dropped for WrestleMania season. As well as that, Edward, shout out to you. We got new merch. Jey Uso has a new tee at WWE shop. It's in black, isn't it? It's in black. Does that mean anything? Apart from the fact it's wrestling fans' favorite color. So, I don't know. But there we go. That might add a bit more fuel to the speculation that he's going to be the third man. He's already stopped yeeting. And now his merch is in black. Don't know. Interesting. It's official. Gunther versus Jey Uso is going to open night one. Yeah, I wanted to know where that was confirmed. I mean, Elite Rocker says it's official. I have not seen that. I know that Jay said Saturday is going to be his day. I would take that with a pinch of salt because I was trying to find out where that had been announced. I've not seen that news announced. But Elite Rockers clearly has somewhere. Says it's official. So, okay, as of right now, I'm under the impression Gunther Jay opens night one. Starts things off with a bang. We know what's closing night one. That's going to be, obviously, Punk and Roman and Seth. So, I mean, it would make sense to open it. Have the whole place yeeting away. Kick off WrestleMania in style. It's quite a visual, isn't it, to start WrestleMania with. So it would make sense, but take it with a pinch of salt. Mark, who I believe is actually there, so I hope you have a great time, dude, giving us this image of the Allegiant Stadium with this massive, I don't know if it's a graphic or a projection or if it's a TV screen. I don't know, but look at that. Very nice. And there, look, a glimpse at the entranceway for the Superstore. So that's the entrance for the Superstore in Las Vegas. It's huge. Look at the size of the people. It's huge. So, Mark, I hope you have a great time, my friend. Larry, thank you. Here, look, comment on how many Swarovski crystals are on this custom helmet. Closest number will get a mini helmet. So it's a little competition that Fanatics are doing. But this has been made especially for, look at that, especially for WrestleMania. I'm guessing this is probably on display at like the Superstore. So I'm sure you'll be seeing images of this. It's nice, isn't it? I'll have to start counting. Right, Erase Your Mind, shout out to you. So this is, again, another look. So, yeah, that is a cube. It is a screen. It also looks absolutely huge compared to the ring. I don't know if it's just perspective. It might just be perspective. But, yeah, there we go. That could just be the screen above the ring to kind of show the crowd the action, you know. But, yeah, that's the latest that we've got from inside the stadium. You can see as well, we've got screens just on the edge there as well. So we've got that up there. We've got this here. Big screen there. I think it's going to look really good. Okay, Crimson says they are still in Orlando. So there we go. Shout out to WWE's very own Dexter Loomis, Eric Rowan. So apparently this person bumped into them today in Orlando. Of course, it's only Wednesday. They can still, you know, get on a flight and get there. I would still expect them to be there. Even if they're not going to be part of it, I would still expect them to attend and go. So, yeah, they absolutely could jump on a plane and go over. They haven't got a match. I mean, there's nothing for them to rehearse or really run through unless they're going to do some up during the show. But if they are, I've got to imagine that's not going to be a very long rehearsal. So, yeah, still plenty of time. Still plenty of time. So, Erase Your Mind, thank you. Crimson, thank you. Ryan, shout out to you. Right, Triple H, just talking about a few things in that interview today. Triple H explains why he booked CM Punk, Seth, and Roman in a triple threat. He said there's so much individual stuff, but there's also much collective stuff. I believe you can get the collective stuff off the table, and then you've not even nicked the surface as to where this goes. Sometimes, when you get to WrestleMania, people think that should be the definitive end. Well, maybe we're just giving you the definitive beginning. Maybe we're just trying to figure out how to navigate this to get WrestleMania to start a story that takes you places that you haven't thought of yet. So he's kind of suggesting this might be the beginning. The only problem with that is that Seth said whoever wins this match is going to really dictate the future. So if this is the beginning, it sort of means this match is not going to dictate anything. The winner of this is going to probably end up having a singles match with one of the other two. And they're all just going to then have singles matches. I mean, look, we need to see where it goes. We need to see kind of how, how the story develops. It's still a very interesting match with the whole favor thing and Heyman and all of that stuff. So I'm not down on it. But I really like what Seth said about the winner would really take a big step forward for like leading the company moving forward. Kind of what Triple H says here kind of counters that in my mind. But we'll see. That's why he's gone with the triple threat. And as well as that, he explains why booking into WrestleMania had been slightly weird. He said the WrestleMania build is slightly weird because there's an additional 2 weeks that's normally not there. And you had all these other shows like the Netflix premiere, which was before the the Royal Rumble, well before. All the weeks of Netflix that were after that, yeah, like the weeks of Raw that are on TV. Saturday night's main event, okay, yeah, you had that. I don't think that was a big obstacle. You add in all these other things. So you sort of had to systematically roll things out in little bits and pieces. So it's just different builds. Usually you just, here we go with that, boom. You put your foot on the gas and here we are. And usually 2 weeks out from WrestleMania, you're like, we're already there. And now we're trying to figure out how to do stuff that's not redundant. Well, think of that and add 2 more weeks now. So we just had to be, I don't even know what that word is, judicious. Oh, judicious. I do know that word. With how we do things. So some of these are places where you can be like, seems like this took off and then it leveled out. And then it's going to take off again. Strategic storytelling that in the moment of time you don't really see or get, we'll see if it works. Well, this has left me largely confused, to be honest. What I am learning is that he is not blaming the European tour, but then I suppose he can't. He's blaming the fact that WrestleMania is 2 weeks delayed. Could you not have found 2 more weeks of good creative? I've got a solution. How about you came up with 2 more weeks of really good stuff? How about that? How about that? Why can't I just be a fan rather than a critic? Bianca said, yo, my WrestleMania gear is finished. Oh, let's go. Let's go. So she is done with her WrestleMania gear. So very good. Okay, let's go fun, shall we? Oh, look at this. This sneak peek of WWE Ultimate Edition 2-pack Cody and Brandy from WrestleMania 40 is doing the rounds, right? It's believed that this could be revealed tomorrow by Mattel, right? That they're going to do a Brandy and a Cody. And actually, Fig Heel has been talking about how this has been listed, a Cody and a Brandy 2-pack has been listed for quite a long time online, and then it got deleted off. So I think there has been a bit of a spoiler that's been out there for a little while. And now the images are getting around as well. So there we go. It's believed that this is going to be one of the big figure reveals at WWE Worlds. A Brandy Rhodes and a Cody Rhodes based on him finishing the story. Wow, that's big, isn't it? Hey, check this out, right? So she's in a blimp. She's in the Goodyear blimp. This is what it looks like when you're in a blimp. I've never been in a blimp. I've no idea what it looks like being in a blimp. But this is her inside that big Goodyear blimp. There she is pointing at the stadium. And that's what it looks like inside the blimp. Does it sway? Like, I wonder what it's like being in there. I wonder, I mean, she can stand all right, can't she? Is it a smooth, steady ride? Or, like, I wonder how the wind sort of affects it. I mean, it looks all right. Oh, I don't know if I fancy it, though, to be honest with you. I'm not looking at that thinking, oh, I wish I was in that blimp. I'm not feeling that way. I'm not feeling that way. Right, Wrestle Night, shout out to you. New Seth merch. So there we go. Burn it down. So new Seth shirt. Malik Rex Zombie, shout out to you. Apparently Cody and Undertaker are going to be dropping in Fortnite. You can get outfits for Cody and Undertaker. It's going to cost 1,500 V-Bucks, but you'll be able to get them. And loads of other stuff as well. Like, it looks like a WWE pack. It's going to cost 2,800 V-Bucks for all of it. But there we go. All of that WWE pack dropping this Friday in Fortnite. And Jade Cargill said, just like we know you went to the doctor for your ass shots. What was that in relation to? I just know she pays $3.99 a month for that ab filter. So, yeah, Jade was showing off her abs. And Naomi was like, I know you buy a filter for $3.99 a month. Those aren't your real abs. Well, Jade responded, just like we know you went to the doctor for your ass shots. Yeah, that's not your real ass. And Naomi responded, the only ass shots I get are from Big Jim. Mate, that got nearly 1 million views. That got nearly 1 million views. And I'm going to leave that there. If you are a kid and you don't understand this, ask your parents. Go and ask your parents. They'll be able to explain this to you better than I can. Because to be honest, I don't quite understand it as well. So it's probably best you ask your parents. Right, that was the fun folder. Other... Bret Hart will forever be in the Saddle Dome. So Bret Hart's banner being raised in the Saddle Dome. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, I don't understand what any of this is. I know that this is... Are they known as the Hitmen? I don't know. Did he buy the team? I have no idea. I really don't follow ice hockey. But I know one of the teams was called the Hitmen. And, yeah, they're raising up the Bret Hart banner. Look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? It's great. It looks awesome. And apparently that will forever be displayed. So I'm guessing this is his family. Look at that. Amazing. Mano420, shout out to you. Rami Rascal. So Masha Slamovich said, what if I told you I've got some plans for this title this weekend? So some people are wondering if it might be Stand and Deliver, but I think that show is full. So I don't know if she is going to do some stuff on the kind of indie circuit. But some people wondering if it might be connected with WWE, but I can't see where you fit it in, to be honest. Can't see where it fits in. So it might be not WWE, but worth keeping an eye on. And yeah, again, maybe WWE, probably not. Bushi and Naito are both leaving New Japan, which is huge because Naito is one of the biggest stars they've ever had. Like, he is massive. One of my favorite non-WWE wrestlers ever. And so I would love to see him come to WWE, but I don't know that he will. If he is leaving to go somewhere else, it's probably AEW. But actually, Bushi said he had re-signed, but as soon as he heard Naito was leaving, he was done as well. So he is going because Naito is going. So I don't know if they're going together. But yeah, wrestling fan since day one says NXT. Well, probably AEW, I would imagine, if they're going anywhere. But if I'm WWE, I'm definitely picking up the phone to them. Ewan, shout out to you, said I made it in time. I'm at GCW. I'm here for some Jack Cartwheel. So there we go. The ID Championship Tournament has now begun. And very good. Very good. I hope you have a great time. Casey said, I took the kids to see the Easter Bunny. They said give a thumbs up, but my youngest daughter wanted to acknowledge her tribal chief. So look at that. So Casey and the kids and the bunny, shout out to all of you. I hope you all have a wonderful Easter. You are acknowledged. I acknowledge you all, except the bunny. I don't acknowledge you. Hieronymus Drake said, I was acknowledged by the GOAT. There we go. R-Truth. R-Truth acknowledged Hieronymus Drake. Kelly the Wise Lady, congrats. Getting a response from Karrion Kross. So very good. Made my day. So Kelly, congrats. Look, you got a GIF as well. Oh my God. He had to do extra work there. Amazing. Mark said, I'm here, Days Meister. So there we go. WrestleMania in Vegas. I think, is that a banner that's at the airport or something? I've seen a few people posting this. I don't know where it is exactly, but yeah, there we go. Have a great time, my friends. Keep those pictures coming. And Lychee Squad said, it's the school holidays. So I was just doodling with the kids, and I did this Fiend Bray Wyatt. So there we go, Lychee Squad. Shout out to you, buds. Yeah, it is. The kids are off, aren't they? So very exciting. Okay, I think we've done everything. So just thanks, and then we're out of here. So Chris, Casper, Huddle Talk, Dan, CM Chunk, Our Wrestling Podcast, Babs the Barbarian, Word of Wrestling, Michael, Milo, Real Wrestling Fan, Kelly the Wise Lady, Word of Wrestling, Wrestling's Biggest Fan, Wild Child Billy, Raymond, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Big Bam, Claire, Las Vegas Matt, and Larry. Shout out to all of you, but shout out to everyone that supports this video series. It really is appreciated, and hopefully I'll see you again later for what is going to be an even juicier episode of Unseen. Bye for now.